What's good, everybody? Welcome to the weekly updates. This is M.RECK right here.
Yes, sir.
Man.
What's going on?
So basically, this is Jordan Tower Films, M.RECK, Mrecktv, Forbes DVD. We're just doing the weekly update. This is everything that was going on during the week for hip-hop and entertainment. So, how was your week, man?
My week, it's all a blessing, man. You know, it was special. Special in a good way, you know?
No, definitely.
How was your week?
So I see you dropped that second part of the Diddy Bodyguard this week.
Yeah, definitely did. We looking to do a big live stream taping mid-November, but yeah, that second clip, a lot of people really was digging it, you know.
Yeah, I see you did you're doing like 50,000 views a day on that.
Woo! I mean, if that's what you know the numbers better than me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch the numbers. You know how I be. I just like to keep working, you know? Appreciate that, though. You know?
No, definitely. So basically, how did you get with this guy that's doing the Diddy Bodyguard documentary?
I met him actually like 2009 in front of Jersey Girls, the strip club, you know, in New Jersey. Yeah, I met him in 2009, but we recently got back in contact through the videographer.
Okay.
His name is Ed Jones, somebody that I worked with, filming Chris Rock, Spike Lee, Seinfeld, so many different people. We was on this project. I think it was called Building a Brand. And it's supposed to have been a reality TV show. And me and the dude Ed just kept in contact. And he sent me the video clip, not the most recent one, the one prior to that one in July, the first one.
Yeah.
The one he said, you should have died like your father did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that went super viral. Yeah, he sent me that back in July. And then, you know, we just
this guy really doesn't like Puff Daddy, obviously.
Yeah, he got it in for Puff. Because he feel like Big, I guess, shouldn't have died, so to speak, on his watch. So he's real upset at that. Like, you know, he told Puff numerous times, yo, these cats is coming to get us. You know, I got intel. I got the word.
Yeah.
And Puff just didn't listen. You know, so he feel like, I got to get this off my heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess he want to clear his conscience, even though he told the person that in charge of everything, yo, listen, I don't think it's a good idea to go to L.A. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't listen. So, you know, this is him telling his story and also, you know, getting his stuff off his heart. You dig?
Yeah, no, I understand. You know, a lot of people are going to think he's probably like hating and doing this for profit, but that's not the case here because like it's not that profitable. It's just like really he just wants to get this stuff off of his chest, right?
Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, you just want to let the people know what really happened that night. You know, and he goes into it like really in detail, really in depth.
Yeah,
like,
you saw the full documentary, right?
I saw it. I got it. You know, but you know, he entrusted in me not to put it out there to the public. It was just for me to watch it, so I could tell my followers and my
give your feedback and help them get it out there properly.
Exactly. Give them a platform and let my followers and my subscribers know it's authentic. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't like somebody coming out the woodworks just trying to throw Puff under the bus. Nah, it's not one of those type of things. Nah, you know?
No. Yeah. I mean, you know, the way I took it is like, you know, Puff Daddy's never been known as the honorable guy. You know, we've seen track record at this point. You know, I totally respect the man for being a businessman. I'm sure you do too. He's inspirational on that level.
Of course.
He handles, it's called the music business, you know, so he's doing business with musicians and he's doing what's best for him in his business, right? But the whole Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac thing could have been handled a lot better. We could both agree on both sides. You know, this could have been nipped in the bud.
Yes, sir.
way out of control, you know, and I think that's the point he's kind of trying to make. Like, yo, dude, you ignored all the signs to stop this, and you didn't stop it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what he's saying.
And I think and think about it. He knew Big. We didn't. You know, we're too young to. He knew Big, so it's really probably personal to him.
Very personal, because he said before Big died, the night before, I think he said, they had a real personal, in-depth conversation about Big personal finances and everything. Like, and he knew, and he knew exactly what was in Biggie's contract, because Puff had him read the contract on the plane. See, oh damn, that's stuff that's in the documentary. But anyhow, I'm giving y'all exclusives because, you know, I feel like the story needs to be told, and I can only hold with, you know, I can't hold on to so much information, especially when, you know, the truth needs to be out there. It's a mystery. Biggie is gone because of, you know, egos and of course people trying to make money, and it was bigger than Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you got 2 record labels, you know, Bad Boy, Death Row. Then you got the parent companies. You know, I think at the time it was Arista. Then you had Death Row was Interscope, and I think at the time Atlantic was distributing Interscope. Yeah. They got the Universal deal later on. So you had these entities that pumped a lot of money in these artists and these record labels.
And a lot of people making a lot of money off of this beat.
Yes, yes.
Not just Puffy. People fail to realize it's not just Puffy and Shook. There's a whole, there's probably 50,000 people that were eating off of this problem.
Yes.
Publication. Every publication wanted to keep it going because all publications need. Imagine TMZ with no problems. There's no TMZ.
It won't be no TMZ.
So the TMZ at that time was making money, whatever it was, you know. And then you get the labels making money off of record sales, and you got publications making money off of covers. The Source, XXL, you know, Don Diva, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, man, I was kind of like, wow, someone's speaking out about this. I mean, we've had a few people come forward with this. It's always kind of an interesting story because there's so much mystery to that story. Like, you know, just it was crazy because one year Pac died, and then the next year Big died. It was like, whoa, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
I remember being a kid, you know, and I mean, we had all their CDs. We grew up on them, you know? So it's like, I know you were a kid at the time, like, what the hell is going on? You know?
Yeah, I knew rap was no joke when Big and Pac died. I mean, even right after that, you know, Big L, I think it was two years later, he died. You know, rap started getting serious, like when Big and Pac died.
Yeah.
Like really serious. You knew that, okay, people playing for keeps with this rap thing. It ain't, okay, I get you, and, you know, we can piece it up later. Nah, people was getting killed. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it was East Coast, West Coast. You know, it was dog eat dog. You know, blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
You know? And record labels, the media was making a lot of money off, you know, the whole East Coast, West Coast feud. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
So, but the thing with Biggie, it shouldn't have been a mystery because from what I saw on the documentary,
yeah,
and for what was been put out to the public already, or certain people came forth with certain information, and they pointed out a certain person. You know what I'm saying? Like it was supposed to have been a dude from the, you know, NOI. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
And they showed his sketch, they showed his picture. And that's what Gene is saying. That the name of the, you know, the guy, Diddy, former bodyguard, his name is Gene Gill. So that's what he's basically saying. They showed him who the guy was, like, I'm going to say the week of or a few days later. Yeah. So they showed him a picture of him and Puff standing next to the guy.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
With the guy's face blurred out. But Gene and Diddy's face was clear as day.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have enough information and they know who did what. So, you know, I don't know why it's a conspiracy, but it is, because it's like a mystery with all the facts and details in front of, I guess, in front of the people that can make the judgment.
Put it this way, even if someone gets nabbed for it at this point, it's so deep of a conspiracy, 20 years, that everyone's going to be like, oh, he just took the fall. You know, this is always going to be some big, it's almost like JFK getting murdered. You know, it's like,
yeah,
they think there's this big conspiracy behind it. You know, who knows, you know, but like, it's always interesting to see what people thought around that time, you know, because we were so young, you know, so now we're getting like knowledge about that time, what was going on. That's the most interesting part about it to me. Like when you see, you know, like totally getting off topic, like when you hear stories about like Rockefeller during the days, you know, like Rockefeller was this big thing to us, but there was so much bullshit going on that you don't even know about till later, you know, when the documentaries come out. And that stuff is interesting because you looked at certain things a certain way, you know, and then you get an inside look all of a sudden. That's what makes these things interesting.
Definitely.
I mean, there should be a television show on that, honestly, like just on stuff like this, you know, an in-depth look. I mean, hip-hop is big enough now to where you could delve more into like the 90s when, you know, I wouldn't be so interested. I'm to be honest, you know, I'm not so interested in what happened Melly Mel days, you know, all that kind of shit. I'm not really interested in that. We're more interested in like Nas and you Wu-Tang it up,
that's
right?
That's they call the golden era. The Nas, the Biggie, the Wu-Tang.
Yeah. And that's when stuff like you're getting real music videos, $1 million videos. You want to see what the hell's going on behind closed doors here because it's more interesting, right?
Yeah. That's when it was like, I mean, not to say Melly Mel wasn't rapping because he was snapping. He was definitely snapping.
Of course. I mean, you know, that Grandmaster Flash, all that, that's the start of it all. It's important to know that stuff, you know.
But when
you get into building cars, right? It's important to know the history of cars, you know. If you get into building cars and stuff, it's important to know where your industry began, right?
What the cars? You want to say what, Henry Ford, or was it before that?
There was Henry Ford. He implemented the line, what do they call it? The manufacturing line.
Okay, gotcha.
For car, right? But there was another guy for the car. I forget his name. We could get it.
Well,
I mean, let's not totally off topic.
I like
so
stuff like this.
Oh yeah. So let's get into the next topic. We got. You heard that Nicki Minaj freestyle on that Young M.A. beat, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Who do you think she was coming at? Do you think she was coming at somebody on there? I think she was coming at Young M.A., kind of taking a jab, like, "Hey, watch yourself," you know, like I'm the queen.
You know why? You know why you might be right on that one?
Why?
Because that's Nicki lane.
Mm-hmm.
She messed with those dyke chicks. Well, she acted like, that's her lane. And Young M.A., she's blatant with it. Like she's on what she's on. She hitting chicks with that strap on.
She's Nicki 7 years ago, right now, but not a dyke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Nicki's they got labels for the chicks. You got the AGs. That's the aggressive, you know, dyke chicks. I think that's M.A. That's who she.
I mean, she's almost like a dude to me, which is no problem with that. But it's like I feel like I'm watching a dude rapping because she's so aggressive. She's more of a gangster than like a lot of dudes in the streets, bro.
No, but
you got the look.
People forget we have Boss. Do you remember the chick Boss? She was on the Def Jam.
Really?
She was on the Def Jam, yeah. And she never, I think, went publicly and said she was gay or anything like that. But the way she carried herself, she definitely was like Young M.A. back then. She had a song called Deeper. You know what I mean? It's dope, actually. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope record. She came out like during, I'm gonna say, like 94. Might have been the same. She might have came out during the golden era. I think so.
You know, a lot of people were trying to say that she was coming for Remy Ma, but nah, I don't think so. You know, because they have kind of an alliance going on. When she came out, they reached out to each other. Like, she has no reason to go at Remy Ma. Remy Ma hasn't taken a shot at her. A lot of people think she has, but she hasn't.
No, I think Nicki definitely is trying to protect her fan base. You got to think. Yeah. Nicki has a huge fan base from what she did, because she really lured them fans in thinking she was gay. Like, she always played with girls, always insinuated like she get down like that.
And she goes both ways, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like she go both ways. Remember, and then she got her Bobs. That's who she called her Bobs, right? Right or wrong, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
It's the Barbs. Barbie, like Barbs, Barbie for short, B-A-R-B.
Oh, yeah, Barbs. Yeah, Barbies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she called Barbs. It's the gay dudes and the gay girls.
I don't think that's what the Barbs are. I think the Barbs are just her fans, just like the Bayhive.
Yeah, but I think she put a different twist on it, because if you really do your homework, like, most of them are gay. Nicki fans, they are openly gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not for me to really indulge in, because that's not, what I'm into. You know what I mean? Not knocking nobody who do that, but
yeah.
I think you're right on point in terms of who she was coming at on that Young M.A freestyle. I think she was definitely.
Yeah, I don't think she was coming at her. I think she was just letting her know, like, yo, hold up, I'm still.
Yeah, always have your battles. Yeah.
Just like Little Kim tried to do to Nicki, but it didn't work for Little Kim because Nicki ate Little Kim's lunch.
It did. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Kim should have embraced Nicki Minaj more.
Me too, just like Foxy did.
Yeah, Foxy definitely was smart with that. She embraced the young Nicki coming up.
Yeah.
And it would only help him.
10 years in the game at that point. At that point, it's like over 10 years. It's time to pass the baton, Like,
yeah, definitely.
Nicki's only had 5 years in. She wants to hold this for a few more years,
Man, listen, Nicki Minaj is good.
Yeah.
Like, if she decide to say, yo, I'm good on rap, she don't need no rap money no more. She good. Like, she probably got.
It's beyond money at the one point, though. I've noticed with a lot of these guys, it's a power thing now. Look at Trump. Trump isn't running for president to become richer. He's running for president because he's addicted to power.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I definitely agree. But you gotta understand, with the power comes a lot of responsibility, and you can tell Nicki is kind of like, she's like not bored, but she's tired. You can look at her. She's like the beef between Meek and Drake.
Yeah.
The Cash Money, Lil Wayne, Baby. That's starting to weigh on her. You can tell. She's like kind of like done with all this drama that comes with the business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can look at her and tell, like, yo, I'm good with all this shit. Y'all niggas is acting like bitches. She's like, yo, it's so.
I don't know. But just a few months ago, she was coming at Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, but it's you gotta think, Miley Cyrus is beyond rap.
And Miley Cyrus, she felt like Miley Cyrus was taking direct shots at her on that interview. Remember, she was like, Miley, and that shit about me in the press. Remember that? This bitch.
Like, Miley, what's good? And all that. She came at Miley on some hood shit.
Yeah, no, that was entertaining.
I don't think that was a smart move.
No, I don't think so either, especially with so many big brands endorsing you.
Exactly.
They don't want you to be too aggressive, Yeah,
they're not trying to fund drama. You gotta think that's why, hip hop artists don't get as much sponsorships and endorsements, because of all the negativity that surrounds a lot of these artists. You understand what I'm saying? Because you gotta think, if you endorse somebody that's, getting into beef and shootouts and all that, then that reflects on your brand. If somebody just did to say, like, hypothetically speaking, a Pepsi commercial, and then they get in a shootout the next week, and the commercial is running 24/7 on TV.
We saw what Pepsi did with Lil Wayne and Tyler the Creator, and they didn't even do that much. They just it was Teal thing with Lil Wayne. What was it? He said something about.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what it was, but I know what you're talking
He said something about something controversial with the Black Lives Matter thing. Something.
Oh yeah,
and then,
I think it was it was the Impact.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then they dropped him. And then Tyler, the Creator, it was something really stupid. And he had directed a whole commercial for Mountain Dew, which is a Pepsi company.
Yep.
Tyler, the Creator, even as crazy as he is,
he's dope.
He's dope.
And his voice is incredible. He needs to do voiceovers. He's real dope.
Yes, he has a cartoon.
Yeah, he can do that. Oh, he has one. I'm out the loop.
Oh, you out the loop, homie. Because I'm going to tell you, he's on the Cartoon Network with his own TV show already.
Oh, word? I'm out the loop.
Yeah. Yo,
he's on the Cartoon Network?
On Cartoon Network, yeah.
What's the name of the show?
It's about animals. Here, I'll tell you right now. Tyler. Yeah, the Creator.
I'm out the loop. We definitely got to get a sound effect for that.
Loiter Squad? No, it's not Loiter Squad. That was his other show. Tyler the Creator.
Oh, yeah, another show?
Yeah, he had some Loiter Squad. That was on Cartoon Network, too.
That kid
Tyler the Creator. Oh, he's on the regular show. It's not his cartoon. He's part of a cartoon called The Regular Show.
Okay.
He's on that. And then he has a new cartoon about jellyfish called The Jellies that's coming out. This guy's crazy, man. He's very creative.
Yeah, he's definitely dope. You know, voice dope. Dope.
So speaking about TV, have you been catching up on your Power?
Man, I'm all the way caught up. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
How sick is this show turning out to be?
Very sick, especially with what's the guy name? That's his security. That's Ghost Security.
Oh yeah. But I know what you're talking about. His security that flipped.
Yeah,
he was like the competition the whole time. He was really just getting a one-up on Ghost. That was crazy.
You got to
that point.
Oh man, I'm all caught up. Like I said, I'm waiting for it tonight, right? It comes on live tonight, right? 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
I didn't watch last week where I guess Ghost Girl, you know, the DEA agent or whatever, she did something to him. I didn't watch that one yet. So after tonight, I'm going to watch them both tomorrow. Because, you know, one's not just enough for me. I need two.
Yeah, I see.
I need it back to back. I need it back because it's so good.
I'm caught up, so you know I don't want to spoil it for you. You know,
don't tell me that part. But I watched the one. So you saw the guy show up for dinner at Ghost House.
Oh,
the
man.
Security guy.
Yo,
that was crazy. He was like, "Whoa, that enemy's in my house."
He was in the crib when Ghost got there,
sitting down with the kids. That's crazy.
Yeah. And Tasha was like, "Why you didn't tell me we having dinner?" The guests arrived or something to that effect. I'm like, I don't win it. Yo, Ghost kept it cool. That's one thing I like about Ghost. He remains his cool. Yeah. That's the ill thing about the whole TV show.
Yeah.
Everybody else lose their marbles, but Ghost, he'll hold it down. He strategizes and put it together and always come out of
just rides it out until he finds his moment to strike.
Yeah.
Like with Lobo, with the whole Lobos thing. He almost took the Lobos thing out.
Mm-hmm.
So talking about this, how do you think about so they came out and said the BMF thing is, you know, that 50 contacted Big Meech and they're going to do a series. It's not going to be a movie now. It has to be a series.
Yeah,
movies are too quick. It's like an hour and a half. It's not enough, man. I want that. Yeah, a series is way better. It gives you. It's like a 40-hour movie.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can take in doses, you know, like you get a dose and you want your next dose, you know, like it's a lot that a movie, you watch it, it's over, you know.
The thing about series that is in the benefit of the networks, people like to binge watch, like yourself and myself. Like yesterday, now you got to catch up on this joint. It's called The Night Of. Did you watch that yet? It's called
Not the Loop.
That's powerful. Right there. That's about
What's it called again?
Huh?
What's it called again?
The Night Of.
The night of. It's on Netflix?
Well, I watched it on Xfinity. It should be on Netflix. You know?
Okay, I'll check it out. Maybe it's not, maybe it's on Hulu. I'm subscribed to Hulu and Netflix.
Probably so, but
So tell me about that. What's that about?
it's about this kid, college kid. He meets this girl. You know, he steals his dad's cat, which his dad owns the cat with 2 other people.
Okay.
So he steals the cab. I ain't gonna, go into all the details of why he stole the cab.
Is it a movie? Wait, it's a movie or a series?
It's a series. So he steals the cab because he got invited to this party.
Okay.
And the way they portray the kid, like he's a nerd, he's a college nerd, and I guess he's doing one of the athletes, homework or something like that. So one of the athlete friends invited him to the party where it's gonna be girls and all that. He's a nerd, he's a geek, so he's not really, getting his rocks off. So I guess they looked at him like, yo, listen, come to this party, it's gonna be a lot of girls. So he was excited to, because he got invited.
Yeah.
Like I guess that the jocks or the athletes, whatever you want to call them, invited him to a nice event that they had going on. Make a long story short, he called his friend flaked out on him. His friend got the ride. So that was his ride to get in there. It's in the city. It takes place in New York City.
Okay.
So he steals his dad yellow cat that his dad owns with 2 other dudes.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, he's in the cab. Mind you, he don't turn off the off-duty sign.
Right.
So when he comes to the city, all types of people jump into the cab. And he's like, no, I'm off duty. And his people not trying to hear it. Make a long story short, he almost get in competition with these dudes. The cops come, and he tells the cops, yo, these dudes won't get out the cab. I'm off duty.
Right.
And the cops get them out. And then the cops roll off, get the dudes out. Now a girl jumps in. He like, I'm off duty. But then he look back at her, see that she look good, she's sexy.
Yeah.
So she like, yo, I'm not getting out, take me uptown. So he takes her uptown, make a long story short. But in between that, he gets a bottle of beer for her, gets himself a water. They go to like the West Side Highway, I think in Harlem somewhere. You know what I mean? Look at the bridge, the water. She gives him an E-pill. You know what I'm saying? Or, something to that effect. Ecstasies or Molly, one of them. You know what I mean? So at first he told her, no, I'm good. But he's looking at her like, yo, damn, if I front on her, she might not give me no box. Because he looking at her like, yo, maybe that's the opportunity for me to get the box. And he's like, yo, you know what? Fuck it, this one time, I'm going to take the Molly. So I guess he was like, you know what? I'll take the pill. So they take the pills. Then, we start feeling it. The pill kick in. So he's driving back to the crib. They go to the crib. They get into it with some dudes that was walking down the block. I guess they was on some racial shit. Some black dudes or whatever.
Yeah.
Called them like, whatever name. You know what I'm saying? Because he's more so he's a Muslim dude. Muslim Indian type dude, Pakistan.
What's the series about though?
No, that's what I'm about to tell you. I'm going into it because
you're going too far into it.
Nah, you gotta hear it. All right. Basically, the girl he meets, that jumped in his cab, he had sex with her.
Yeah.
She winds up dead.
Oh.
Right?
So it becomes like an investigation type of thing?
This the kicker. He had sex with her, went downstairs to the kitchen, fell asleep with his head on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up, I guess, hours later, went to the bedroom, because he got to give his dad the cab back. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's the wee hours in the morning. It's like 3, 4, whatever.
Oh, and he took the cab.
He took the cab. His dad got to go to work in the morning.
Right.
So he thinking she's asleep. You know what I'm saying? So the lights is off or whatever. So he's putting on his clothes. So right before he's about to leave, he's grabbing everything, his pants, his sneakers, his sweater. I guess he turned the lamp on. It's a whole pool of blood on the bed, the lamp everywhere, blood on the wall, splattered everywhere. So he's like, oh shit, like panic. So now he's trying to get out the house fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And next thing you know, see, I ain't gonna give away all the details because there's a lot of details. He's trying to get home, cops pull him over, and that's basically what the series.
I'm gonna go watch it though. It sounds interesting. And speaking about taking things, what about Drake getting robbed this week? What do you think about that?
That's crazy because that had to be an inside job. You understand what I'm saying?
No, it turned out to be some kid that actually worked at the venue, so it wasn't an inside job. It just wasn't inside with Drake's camp. But I mean, how does that even happen, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta think, Drake is a superstar.
Yeah.
So he should have the top-notch security. That's like, yo, like you said, how does that happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
like, how does 400,000? I mean, they said it was $3 million. It was $400,000 for the jewelry, right? How do you leave $400,000 just sitting around like that? Is it even real? Because we know these rappers, bro. A lot of them get fake jewelry, and that's fine because, you know, I wouldn't get real jewelry. If I was a rapper, you're already going to think it's real, you know, because I'm a rapper and I could afford it. But why get the real jewelry and spend all my money on something that's going to depreciate? It's a smart business move to get the costume jewelry that looks real because in case it does get stolen, it's not a big deal.
Well, you know, some dudes feel like they got the money. They want to, you know, have the official, have the authentic jewelry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now think about this, though. See, when you got authentic jewelry, you also get insurance. You understand what I'm saying? Depending on how much it costs. And
but there's still going to be a depreciated value for the jewelry, you know? So it's like still a bad business move, right?
I think so. I would never. Well, let's just go.
I get a nice watch and maybe something small if I needed it. That's it, you know. But these guys go over the top. It's part of being a rapper. Right?
I would invest in gold because gold is worth more than money. Because money is really a debt. If you really want to get technical,
well, it goes
gold
like that. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You can at least melt it down and get some money.
Yeah, we gotta go there because the dollar was originally supposed to be backed by the gold.
Right.
You know that, right? There's no gold back in the dollar.
That's what Fort Knox is all about.
Exactly. So now we getting real deep in the whole money thing because a lot of people don't know that. Like, this is why they be wanting you to sell your gold.
Yeah.
You understand? It's deep. If you got gold, how many people we talking to right now? Is anybody in the room?
Yeah, there's like 7 people in here. They come and go.
They come and go? All right. If y'all got gold out there, hold on to your gold. That's worth more than money. Trust me. Gold is money. That was the first currency.
Yeah.
Hold on to your gold. That's a jewel right there.
So I have a question. What do you think about Meek Mill? You saw him commenting on TMZ when they were like, yeah, did you hear about Drake getting robbed? And, yo, he looked like, I'm going to be honest with you. I like Meek Mill. Okay, I like his music. He looked a little like a deer in the headlights with the camera. He's like, and they were like, would you ever get robbed? What you think? Right? He like tried to smile a little bit, like he's some person. Like, you ain't 50 Cent, bro.
But you heard what he said? He said, no lack.
No lack. Yeah.
Meaning, no.
But that's true.
You know what I'm
saying?
True.
He's always had someone on point watching his jewelry.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
That's true. Drake was lacking. He didn't have somebody specifically on the valuables.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Right. When you doing this whole music thing and you talking about rappers and then rappers got entourage, you have to have people in position holding you down on every level. Whether it's you're gonna have to have somebody holding your jewelry down, you're gonna have to have somebody on security, real security. Like, see, that's another thing I want to talk about. Not your homeboys from the block.
Real security that can carry a gun, right?
You want to have armed security, like legal armed security. Like, these dudes are stupid because the guy from the block, he's thinking about that bad bitch that he can bag later. your life is in jeopardy at all times, and you got these dudes from the block, because all these dudes from the block, they looking at, oh shit, these rubies, I'm trying to knock them over.
Yeah, they're getting that experience for the first time being in the limelight. You got all this different pussy access. So you're fucking distracted, but a security guard knows he's being paid to just do security.
He's trained for that.
Fired. You don't want to have to fire your homeboy, right?
That's why, real talk, I don't even get involved with people I grew up with in terms of business. It's just bad business from the gate.
I've done that by accident before, and it never turns out well.
They don't.
Because they always treat the relationship a certain way. Like, I have this friend, right? And he looks at it like, oh, you do music videos, you do, you know, content. That's cute, right? But what's cute is we're doing 6 figures on that. I'm making more than him a year, right? But so when he comes into my world, it's a joke to him. Like, he treats it like a joke. Shit ain't a joke, homie. This is how I pay my rent every month, and this is how I have a nice bank account. Same with you.
Yeah, this is my bread and butter. You understand?
Yeah, so it's not a joke. They come in and think it's a joke because they look at work as a desk job or that, or, you know, working at a company. When, bro, it's different now. You can make plenty more than that. Way more than that, being at home.
It's unlimited.
And going out and doing stuff.
It's unlimited on the money you can make.
And we work more hours than most people, you know? So we were talking about...
I love what I do.
Yeah, it's true,
so,
true.
It's not a job.
So now...
Yeah.
I have to bring something up. What about Bobby Shmurda? He took the plea deal. I think that's a good move for him.
Yeah, because he got 2 years in already. So he might come home
2 years in. Plus, it was the honorable thing to do, because think about it. His whole crew got nabbed, right? They all had to take...
99 years. You got some dudes in his crew, some got 96 years.
Though I think those are the guys that didn't take a plea, though.
Well, listen, they got made an example, and he was looking at that like him and his lawyers, and I guess him and his family was like, that 7 years sound good, opposed to 96 years.
Well, you know that him, Rowdy Rebel, and a bunch of other people had to take a plea deal in order. They all had to take it together in order to get it. If they didn't all take it, it was a no-go.
Got you.
I think it was the honorable thing to do. Plus, think about it. If he went through and blew trial, he's looking at 40 to 50. It's like your life's over at that point. At least at this point, he'll get out of 5 years. Huh?
He would have got max B time if he would have took that to trial.
Oh, because Max B, he could have taken a plea deal, I think, and he blew trial and did 75.
No, they gave Max a plea deal. I think he didn't want to take the 10 or 15.
Yeah, it was like 10. Yeah, it was something like that. And he said, nah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Max B didn't kill anybody. And neither did Spur.
They got murdered. People got murdered in that Max B.
Max B had a conspiracy. The same thing. It was conspiracy to murder.
Yeah. Not to say that he murdered, you know, the people who got killed, but people got murdered in that situation. That's why, you know.
Oh, yeah. No. But, like, just being involved in a murder, not even doing the murder, just on the phone and stuff, that's conspiracy. So you get big time for that. They ain't joking around with that.
Nah, ain't no joke. That's why I real talk. Anytime I go outside, I make sure it's business, food shopping, or definitely, you know, I'm going to see my kids. I'm not out there just shooting the shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, look at what happened to Designer just the other day. Somebody said he had a gun in traffic and he got nabbed. And then, you know, they said he had a gun charge. And luckily, he got everything dropped. But this is a reality check for everybody. Know what the hell's in your car when you get in. Because if you got in the car with Designer that day, and say he did have a gun and say he had all that drugs, right? You all get charged for that in New York. You know, that's why it's important when you get in the car, you ask people if they have a gun. Because if you get pulled over, first, you don't know if that guy's honorable enough. When people are under pressure, they might say it wasn't theirs because they don't want to go to jail. And also in New York, everybody gets charged for the gun. You don't know the laws in every state, and there's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason for you to be Mr. Cool in the car, and you know I ain't gonna ask about that because I'm too cool. And then all of a sudden you're facing fucking trial for a gun that wasn't yours.
Anybody that gets in my car, I don't like. I drive usually by myself. Either it's me,
yeah,
or my girl. or me, my girl, my kids, or my kids.
Yeah.
I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not into driving with 2-3 dudes, 3 deep and all that, because first and foremost, that's when the cops pull you over. When they see 3-4 dudes in the car, they pulling that car over right away.
They're pulling you over in taxi cabs and shit undercover.
This is facts. So
I've been pulled over by a taxi cab before. I was like, and they got out with guns, and I was like, whoa. 42nd Street. Anyone, whenever you see that cab with the Y at the end, that's a cop.
See, I didn't know that. That's a gem right there.
Oh, you out the loop.
Yeah, I'm out the loop. We got to definitely get a sound effect for that. You know what I'm saying?
You are out the loop. Yo, so yeah, guys, be careful. You get in the car with somebody. What's up?
Real quick. Let's touch on Chris Brown just had a similar situation to the designer situation, where females called and said he aimed a gun at her, right?
And they couldn't find a gun.
That's crazy.
But they found drugs. Now Chris Brown's saying, "Hey, no more unknown people at my house," and I agree with him.
It's supposed to be like that from day one.
Yeah, you can, and everybody should be signing waivers before they even come in the place.
Yep, waivers, release forms.
That's how Sean Kingston works and Justin Bieber. If you go hang out with them, you're signing a waiver, non-disclosure, all that, right when you
straight up. I don't blame.
Because then that TMZ interview would have never happened. Everything. I mean, that's embarrassing, man. Like Chris Brown. Yeah, he has anger issues. We all know that. But come on, man. The guy's trying to stay away from all that bullshit.
Man, Chris Brown.
Think all the money he lost, man. It's that Rihanna thing. Think all the money. He lost at least $50 million in endorsements.
Yeah, because that's when Chris Brown was like climbing still.
He had Wrigley's. He had Milk. Milk paid him. Got Milk. He had the Got Milk ad. When you're doing Got Milk ads, you're on like a super pop level.
Damn.
You're getting $8 million endorsement deals at that point. I mean, he might have been an endorsement for Nike or something after that. That's like a $30 million deal. And you lost it. You blew it because, hey, let's not hang the guy for his past, but, it's like, sucks, man.
Designer, because I don't believe in people trying to throw people under the bus for come-ups. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what was that whole designer thing about? Like, I think road rage.
It was some woman. It was a road rage thing, and some woman probably racially looked at, that was kind of racist, looked at designer, he's black, oh, he must have a gun, and took a picture and called the cops, right? And he got pulled over, and they caught drugs in his car, right? So, we all know designer was on drugs. I mean, all these young guys now, they're influenced by the futures and everything. They're doing drugs. It's part of the hip hop style. Anyways, he got nabbed for the drugs. That's the one thing he's trying to.
Crack babies, drug babies, and lean babies.
It's a shame, man, that's cool now. But
no, it's never cool. Hold on, Jordan. It ain't never cool because
it ain't cool, but they think it's cool.
It ain't never cool. Listen, it was never cool for you to claim that you hit work or your pops hit work. That was like the most embarrassing thing. So now it's cool to say, yo, I smoke crack, or I smoke dope, or I sniff dope.
Let's be honest. Codeine is a form of it's like crack, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as bad, man.
Listen, why would you want to be strung out on something that fucks up your body, fucks up your thinking, and just throw off your whole chemical balance? You know what I'm saying? Your whole molecular structure. Like, it just fucks you all up. Like, why would you even, and knowing that your uncle might have been strung out on dope or something similar, and you disrespected your uncle because you felt like, well, yo,
Yeah. But speaking about drugs, have you been up on that Narcos?
I'm out the loop.
Ooh, you out the loop, homie, because that Narcos, that Pablo Escobar, woo!
Yo, everybody keep telling me about it. I gotta definitely
It's like The Wire with Pablo Escobar, like a real situation. Like, you're getting the cops' perspective on and the United States perspective going into Colombia, trying to shut down cocaine coming into the United States, right? And them trying to nab Pablo Escobar, and how how much of a piece of shit. I mean, we respect Pablo Escobar for having an organized empire and everything, but that guy was a piece of crap, bro. He would kill anybody. Like people, a lot of innocent people died.
Like that, you gotta be ruthless like that when you're in that type of business. Pablo could,
he was killing innocent people, bro. He was, just to make a point to the government, because the government was trying to capture him, he would blow up a city block and kill the people that he was giving back to. Like, you know how he gave back to a lot of poor people, built stadiums and everything for them and built schools? He would blow up bombs and kill those same people just to make a point to the government, like, don't mess with me or I will cause terror.
Yeah, I don't agree with the tactics that he definitely used, but when you are drug kingpin of that status, you're not just a plug. You, like, everybody come to you. You bigger than a plug. Like, you the drug overlord. He was the drug overlord again. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you know, what Rick Ross said, in Hustling, Noriega owed me 100 favors. Remember?
Yeah.
He was talking about like a dude like Pablo. You dig what I'm saying? Like, even though we know that wasn't the case, and Rick Ross, you know, but Pablo was a drug overlord. He was supplying the plugs.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So he got to live a whole different type of lifestyle. It was no games to be played with Pablo.
Hell no.
You understand? So he had to be ruthless. He had to be heartless. He had to be cold. You know, and not to make an excuse for what he did, but you got to be cold-hearted when you at that level of a drug kingpin status like that. You did.
Did you see that guy Rollo dissing Rich Homie Quan?
Yeah, I seen him. I seen a couple of interviews.
Can you imagine, like, you do a verse for Rich Homie Quan, you pay him, and then he takes you off your own verse?
But that happens to numerous people. Yeah, I mean, these artists play dirty. That's why you really got to protect your files. You got to get everything in writing. You know, make sure you got to have lawyers watching lawyers. This is a wicked business. You know,
that's true.
But yeah, Rich Homie Quan, the way the kid explained it, what's his name, Rollo?
Yeah. Rollo's from Atlanta. He's like a real type. Like, he really got it in the streets out here, for sure.
Yeah, I
know that for a fact from talking to people. And he decided to get into rap because he said while he was in jail, he was hearing everybody talk about the things he did, but he knew they didn't do it. So he said, I'm going to do this. That's the same story with Shorty Low, how he got into rap. He was hearing and all that. And he's like, you know, they're talking about it. I could talk about it.
Got you. Yeah, I want to say, mentioning Shorty Low, that Shorty Low loop you got, I'm feeling that. That's a nice loop.
You like that? You like the ride along type of deal?
Yeah, that's real dope.
I like it too, because like it's giving. I told him, I said, hey man, you know, we're not doing anything different than TMZ or anything, and these rappers don't hate TMZ, so you should be able to talk about. It's like, it's just barbershop talk in the car, man. You know, it's like, you know, what you think about this and that. You're not dissing anybody.
Exactly. Now I like that loop, man. I enjoy that a lot. You know, he's entertaining. You know, he has
a different perspective on things.
Oh yes, he got a nice perspective on things. You know, I like Shorty Low. I ain't gonna front. You know, the way you bring it out of him though. You can tell he keeps to himself, but with you, he's comfortable though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're actually like, you know, he's one of the person that I could say I'm actually like friends with in the industry, because you know he'll call me on some like, yo, how you doing? Not asking for a video or anything, you know, and that's like, that means a lot. When someone calls you about that and asks how you're actually doing, like, you know, RIP, his father just passed, you know, and I call him every day and see, are you good? Everything good? You know, because I know that's hard, losing it.
Yeah, no, that's
I can't imagine losing my parents, you know, so.
Yeah, exactly. That should have definitely hurt me. You know what I mean? So, you know,
yeah.
My condolences go to Shorty Low and his father and all that, you know, his family. You know.
What do you think about Lil Wayne quitting?
I mean, did he? Because he just dropped a song called "Grateful" with Gutta Gutta, right?
Yeah. I guess he was like, you know what? I think he point. You know, there's a point. Birdman's playing games for them. You know, he's saying he wants to work it out. He pretends he's going to work it out, then he backs out of the deal. You know, I'm sure Lil Wayne's upset.
I mean, Lil Wayne is tired. Lil Wayne just want to
Yeah.
See, you gotta think. Lil Wayne been in the game a long time, but he still want to compete. He still want to do 100 songs in a month if he could.
He probably still does. He just doesn't have the freedom to drop albums. Like he could drop a mixtape, but it doesn't have the same impact as an album.
Exactly. So Lil Wayne feels like somebody stagnating him, and then definitely fucking up his money. How would you feel? You work fucking hard as you work.
Yeah.
And somebody else is taking a bulk of your money or taking.
Not only that, they're stifling you from releasing your Carter 5 album. I mean, come on.
And he's been sitting on the album how long? Maybe 4 or 5 years now?
No, 2 to 3. But it's still a long time.
Let me see. What we in? 2016. When Carter 3 came out. I mean, Carter 4
came out 3 or 4 years ago? 4 years ago?
Yeah, so he's been sitting on it for 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
They ain't right.
And mind you, Carter 3 and Carter 4, he did $1 million first week, right? On both those albums?
No, just 3, not 4.
4, yes he did. He did something crazy on 4 too.
I don't think he did $1 million.
Well, he did something crazy. He was close, maybe what, 850?
Yeah. It was big. It was big. He did big numbers. It's Wayne. He's one of the. He's probably one of the hardest working people in the music industry.
No, that's a fact. But you can't have that gap of time in between albums like that, because you got to think, if Wayne dropped, just say like they work out the business for the sake of dropping an album, you think the Carter 5 is going to do 850 in the first week now?
No.
With all that, exactly.
No.
Wayne probably might do.
Team, and it is good, even though he didn't lose anything. Just lose that momentum. Your fans aren't
momentum is everything. Momentum is everything. Yep. Fans is fickle.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, see the difference between a fan and a cult follower, or having a cult follower. A cult following, rather. You understand? You got some people who have a cult following. No matter when they drop. Like Sade, this outside of rap. She could take off 10 years, drop tomorrow. She's going platinum.
Big.
You understand what I'm saying? Big time. So that's what it's about. And I think Drake, he's starting to get a cult following. You understand what I'm saying?
He has a cult following. He has it. It's there. Even if he drops off, doesn't drop it out for 5 years, he's still going to sell at least 200,000 or 300,000 albums.
I would say. He's in a position where he can't do no wrong. That's when you know you're winning. When you can't
he's having a similar thing like Wayne, because Wayne built up. It's not like he just dropped and did $1 million. Mm-hmm. Wayne took him 5 albums to get to selling $1 million the first week, and that's what happened with Drake. He proved himself. But just like Wayne had.
worked hard.
I didn't mess with Wayne in the beginning. I'm gonna be honest. 99. Hot Boys and all that was cool. When Wayne started dropping his own albums, it was alright.
It was the Carter album. That's when
the Carter album. I was like, okay. Then Carter 2, okay, and then Carter 3, all right.
Carter 2, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Carter 2, that's when I knew Wayne was coming for blood. I said, nah, he's rapping right now. He's
getting better every album. It was like, damn, this guy's he's working at it. He's trying to get better.
He was on his lyrical shit. He was coming for blood. He was coming for that throne. Dudes can't say Wayne ain't at the top of the list when it comes to lyricists. He earned that spot.
I think that's why he was working with Dipset like that, because he knew they were really good at it, and it challenged him to be better. Because the whole thing is you want to surround yourself with people that are better than you, and they were better than him at the time. Mm-hmm. But to surpass the people that are better than you have to hang out with them, learn them, practice, and then overwork them.
That's what we call law of attraction. It's like if you hang around 9 people that's rich, they say you be the 10th one.
Yeah. I like that.
No, that's like a common saying. So ain't nothing new. I don't take credit for it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Huh?
So let's get to the last topic.
You broke up. I didn't hear that.
And Ego signing to Kanye West.
Jordan, I'm losing you.
Tyga signing to yo.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, let's get to the last topic. Tyga signing to Kanye, and Migos signing to Kanye management. Now, what do you think?
Tyga signing to Kanye.
Kardashian favor?
Yeah. I was just about to go there. You took the words out of my mouth. Definitely.
I think so too.
That's Kim Kardashian. Like,
I mean, he's dope. I think Tyga's dope, but he needs guidance. He needs guidance.
That's definitely a favor, because that's out of the blue. Like, you don't even see Tyga and Kanye hang out. You understand what I'm saying? You don't see them, you know.
Well, no, Kanye executive produced his last album.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that. Wow. I didn't even know that. My bad.
You out the loop, homie.
I'm out the loop. But yeah, I think that still was a Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner favor.
Yeah, like it's like, hey, my sister's gonna go broke bailing this guy out with all these fucking cards. He's living way beyond his means. That's obvious.
I mean,
with all the repos and everything. Come on. I mean, it's obvious, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
he doesn't even own the last. I'm going to put you onto something. He doesn't even own the Last King's brand. Molly Mall does.
Who's that?
Molly Mall is on Love and Hip Hop, but he's like a big record producer.
Oh,
right?
Okay. Yeah, I know.
And he Rack City was recorded. He has a big compound. Drake recorded Take Care there. Everything. Oh, wow. Everybody messes with Molly Mall. Remember that Drake line? Me Tag and Molly Mall in the cribbo.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So then the Migos signed to Kanye's management. Now, I think Kanye is attempting to be the next Rock Nation. Because, come on, Jay-Z's net worth this year, his earnings said it was $57 million in Forbes, and a lot of that was due to the Rock Nation management. Yeah. Think about it. You're taking 20% of people who make $10 million a year. You're taking that from like 20, 30 people.
Yeah, but think about it. Jay-Z, of course he's going to have, people in place to actually do the hands-on management, but he could make a phone call and make any deal go through.
Yeah, but it's a great plan, and obviously Jay-Z is strategic. We saw how he took over Rockefeller and got all his masters back.
I mean,
that was a strategy, because that was Dame Dash's like baby.
He's very business savvy. Like, he's vicious.
He's ruthless. He's like the Pablo Escobar.
In this business, you got to be ruthless. And that's where I went wrong at, you went wrong at early on. Like, you got to be ruthless, because you know what?
You're a guy looking out for other people. You got to kind of like look out for self and pretend you're looking out for other people. Unfortunately.
You got to just sign anybody to paperwork.
Yeah, guys, it's about the music business. Don't get it misconstrued. It's still a business.
There's no friends in this. You're going to have very few. If you do, it's people who been through the same thing you've been through. Yeah. And y'all kind of was coming up at the same time and always protect each other and have respect for each other. Other than that, if you try to help somebody, they're going to turn on you because they want your position.
It's true.
You understand? They want to be you. So, it is what it is, though. You live and you learn. I learned. I still love it, though. Regardless of what I've been through and all the people I helped, and they stabbed me in my back, I still love the business because I was able to cut them people off. And now I look at them and like, where they at? What y'all doing now? You know what I'm saying? Because they forget it's hard to get in the business. And I'm still, trying to get solidified. And I'm putting people in positions, making positions for them.
Yeah.
And they be ungrateful. So, you got to get them out of here because they will destroy you or try to destroy you. So,
All right, well, we reached the hour point. This is the weekly wrap-up. We will be doing this once a week, me and M.RECK, teaming up on this. You can catch it on my channel and on your channel.
Yes, sir. George Tower and Mrecktv.
Yeah, and it was good talking to you, M.RECK. Let's talk next week.
All right, Joy, man.
All right, bro.
Salute. Peace.
Peace out.